I didn't expect it to affect me so much. It almost made me. What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about how I quit caffeine for 30 days. I'll tell you why I did it, how I did it, what I experienced when I quit, and how I felt after. Okay, so this is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. I've even quit alcohol before, but this was way harder. That's because coffee is something that I drink every single day. It'd be the first thing I do as soon as I wake up. Also, mentally, if I didn't have coffee in the morning, I would just feel unproductive, like I couldn't get anything done that day. And so I started feeling like I was a little bit dependent on it, and I'm not a fan of that. And that's when I spoke to one of my friends. He told me he had just quit caffeine and all the amazing things that happened after he'd quit. He said he has way more energy, was able to focus much better, and sleep like a baby. So I started digging deeper and reading a little bit and being a little bit more aware of how I feel when I'm on caffeine. I noticed quite a few things. First, it affected my thoughts. It would make me overthink like crazy, which made me a lot more stressed and anxious throughout the day. Also, it destroyed my sleep, leaving me lying in bed at 4 a.m. in the morning, contemplating the meaning of life and why iPhone chargers aren't just called apple juice. It's also hard on the stomach, and obviously the best part of it all, post-caffeine crashes. So I thought I'd try quitting and see what happens. I've tried quitting before, and let's just say it didn't go that well. So I tried something different, something I heard from Dr. Huberman, which is to make sure that you wait 90 minutes before you consume caffeine. And so I started trying that, and that was challenging, but knowing that I was at least gonna have some coffee at some point during that day made it a lot easier to get through. And I think just doing that before I went on this 30-day hiatus from caffeine really helped, because it helped separate waking up from drinking coffee. So what happened when I finally went ahead and quit? Drum roll please, withdrawals. I felt tired and unmotivated to do anything. My focus was lacking, and some mornings I would literally just be staring at the screen for hours wondering, what's going on? What am I doing? What is life? I would sleep way more than normal, and no matter how much I slept, I never felt rested. The tiredness would last throughout the day, along with a few headaches, which, well, you don't really have any other choice but to power through. I still miss drinking something in the mornings, so I substituted it with a protein shake, or if I wanted something warm, I drank bone broth. For that natural protein kick. It was really challenging because it was more of an identity shift. I consider myself someone who drinks coffee. It's what I do. I would go to cafes, work out of them. I would love just going through a drive-through, grabbing a drink, and getting my day started that way. But I really had to change that if I wanted to get all the benefits of quitting caffeine. It took me about 2 weeks to really feel the benefits of quitting. But once those 2 weeks were over, oh my God. I started waking up naturally at 8 a.m. without an alarm, feeling rested and ready to go. My energy also seems to be a lot more stable without the highs and the lows, and would naturally start fading towards the end of the day, making it much easier to go to sleep. Also, I noticed that when I was on caffeine, I would have way more thoughts in my head, and that would really make me feel on and wired and focused. But I realized that was just noise, and now my thoughts feel way less scattered and my focus is dialed in. I also feel less anxious and calmer than before. This, along with the sustained energy, has made me more productive than ever. So what's the conclusion? Well, I never thought I was gonna say this, but I think I'm gonna be quitting caffeine for the long term. The way I feel off of it is so much better. If I'm able to be just as productive and sleep better along with that, there's no doubt that that's the right decision to make. Well, that's all I got for today. Let me know what I should try next in the comments below.